All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I had a preacher ask me a question, and he wants to know what is leadership. Now, I'm going to go ahead and define leadership based on my own personal experience in life. Everybody already knows I'm a veteran. I spent 10 years in the United States Army. 82nd Airborne, JRTC, Op 4, and 3rd ID. That's 3rd Infantry Division over in Germany. That's pretty much the duty stations I was at. So, what is leadership? Now I'm a pastor. Been a pastor a whole lot longer than when I was in the military. I want y'all to listen to me very closely. And I'm going to try my best to give understanding and comprehension, because this is the trouble that I don't care what organizations that you're in. If you're working for someone, if you are playing collegiate sports, they understand, be it basketball, football, baseball, or whatever. You know, people who have mentors and people who have had coaches in their life, they get it. A lot of people who go into the military and especially enter into the special skills realm, they get it. They understand it. Because the truth is, if you were looking from the outside in, you wouldn't want me as your platoon sergeant. No, you would balk at it, especially if you heard how we trained, how I did, how very serious I was. But at the same time, there's no other platoon that you would rather be in but mine. If I was your squad leader, you wouldn't want first of all, you wouldn't want me as a squad leader. But when you look around at all the other squad leaders, there's no other squad leader that you rather have than Staff Sergeant Dow. I said all that to say this because I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm trying to paint a picture and educate people today, because what we're dealing with in this world today is immaturity. We're dealing with immaturity, especially from men who need to grow the hell up. Now, leadership is the process of influencing men in such a manner to accomplish the mission. Underline the key point: to accomplish the mission. You see, as a pastor, while I am leading, first of all, number one, I don't give a damn about two dead farts about people's feelings and emotions, because people's feelings and emotions have never allowed anybody to accomplish nothing in life whatsoever at all. If you're leading someone, you don't have no time to sit around and toy with them. You don't have no time to sit and be sensitive with them, especially if you're counseling them and you're directing them in the right way to go. If you want to accomplish something, you tell them what they need to hear, no matter how painful it may be. I've never seen anybody's emotions bleeding. I've never seen anybody's feelings bleeding. And what we have is a bunch of immature people today that think that they are above correction. They think that they are above being told what to do and how to do it. And that's, if you don't have a good, strong leader in the home, you don't have a leader in the assembly. I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. That people don't follow titles, they follow strength. And just because my voice is loud, that's just my delivery, that's my method and stuff. But you better be sure one thing about it, that I'm very, very serious about this walk, and I'm very, very serious about what I'm doing. And not only am I serious about this walk because you hear it coming out of my mouth, but when you pay attention to my lifestyle, and you've seen the things that I've been able to accomplish by the glorious leadership of following the King of the universe, the Most High Yah, and having and being surrounded by good, faithful men, you can tell that my leadership is a serious game. It's nothing to play with, nothing to toy with. And not only that, I bring boys to men. That's what I do. I actually lead boys to men. So you also have to be able to discern, to know when someone messes up so bad that they also slipped and they messed up, but they didn't slip and they didn't mess up in their heart. To be able to discern that as a leader takes a process of time, because there are people my age and older, they are immature as hell. Just because you got age, that don't mean a damn thing in this world right here. Great men are not always wise. Just because they got gray hair and they got age, there's a bunch of foolish people out here that are over 50 years old. And you look at them, there's nothing about their character. There's nothing about their life. There's nothing about the example that they have that you would follow. Most of the people out there, you will take on the seriousness of your leader, though, no matter who it is. You're going to take on some aspects and some part of his traits. When you play, for instance, you play football. If you ever played football, I've never met a kind coach, what you call kind. When I went to boot camp, I got cussed out. Damn near almost they spitting in your face. They grabbing you, pulling you, tugging you. The most rudest people in the world. But you know what? It's not personal when you are getting corrected. You take it personally because your life has been wrapped up in just feelings and emotions, and that's the sum of all your life. You've never even probably taken the time to even check your feelings and emotions to see where they originate from, to see if there's any merit to it at all. You just function out as soon as somebody says something to you when they're trying to correct you and put you on the right path, but you get upset when somebody is trying to get you off the wrong path and put you on the right path. In comes these damn sorry ass feelings and emotions and all these tears and crying and stuff. And you know what? When you have that attitude and you have that perspective and point of view, you're going to be in the same place 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. You know why? Because you have embraced sorriness as your sum of life. That's what you've done. Everybody in this earth, everybody is going to be told what to do. But in order to be a good leader, you first must learn how to be a good follower. And see, we got people today that they think because they know 2 scriptures, they want to lead. They think because they old, they want to lead. And they ain't even improving themselves to even be a leader. In any way, shape, fashion, form. They have no stability emotionally. They have no stability spiritually. They have no power. We definitely are missing out on the power in the hour that we're living in. So everybody can't be a leader. But if you watch coaches, if you ever see them, you think that they some of the meanest spirited people that there is in this life. You see me as a pastor and you see the way I have to deal with people. It depends on the situation. You wouldn't even call me a pastor. No, you wouldn't. Most of you think you know Jesus. You need to go back and read that Bible without looking through the lenses of your church influence by some of these sorry, weak, cowardly pastors, these sissified pastors that y'all got. And you need to read the book for what it says. And you'll see that the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, boy, was he a man. He didn't toy around and play around with men whatsoever at all, because he had to get them in such a way, in a fashion, to be able to accomplish a mission that they needed to be examples to the people that's coming after them when they are gone. He didn't have time to play around with the apostles and stuff. We got to get this thing done. That's the way it is. And so when you watch a football coach, going on a third time again, digressing, you think they mean spirited, I don't know what. But see, the deal is, he's not there to be your friend. He's not there to be your chum, your buddy, and your pal. He's not there to do that. He's there to coach you. He's there to bring the best out in you. That's what people get mad at me about, because I rebuke, I reprove, I exhort, and I do it with all long suffering. But I do it with power, strength, and authority, because I want the best out of you that can possibly be produced in this little pathetic life that all of us seem to be breathing in for a little while. Because we're surrounded by sin, surrounded by iniquity. Damn it, somebody has got to be righteous. And in order to be righteous, you got to strive, because it's easy to sit back and murmur and complain while you accomplish nothing. And you notice one thing about murmurers and complainers? Nobody follows them. Nobody does. So, I got thick skin. And I don't mind getting in front of your face and telling you exactly what you need to be doing in order to get perfect. I'm the man who I am today because of the mistakes I made in the past. They've done nothing but make me stronger. People say, if you first don't succeed, try again. Like hell, you don't try. You just keep going until you accomplish perfection and stuff. This trying stuff, and you won't even give an effort too much if you just try again. I don't know, maybe I'm too passionate. I don't know, but if I'm going to do something, I'm not going to go half-heartedly in it. And I dang sure not going to sit back and wallow and point fingers and stuff while I condemn everybody else. And I'm no better myself to the point that nobody would even follow me when they look at my lifestyle. That's what I'm talking about. Men do not follow titles. They follow strength. The truth don't hurt. Your feelings is what hurt. And I still have never seen them bleed. So leadership is the process of influencing people in such a manner to accomplish the mission. What you can't do is, if you are a leader, you can't sit up here and be connected with these people because they get in the damn emotion and stuff and they want you to change what you say or change what you know to do that works because they want you to take into account their feelings. See, that's the reason why the church is weak as hell today. That's the reason why a lot of these Israelite groups is weak as hell today. That's the reason why a lot of people today will never be perfected because, everybody's so hell-bent on putting forth the finger, hell-bent on murmuring, hell-bent on complaining, but you got very few people that actually looks at something and say, damn it, I see all these obstacles that are sitting in front of us. Now, how do we negotiate this? How do we overcome this? What is the solution? That's a powerful leader right there. And I'll say it again, men don't follow titles. They follow strength. That's the reason why my YouTube demographics is 81% males, 19% females. You know the reason why? Because men follow Pastor Dow as I follow Christ. That's what Paul said. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. And that's why people follow me. Because they see an example standing in front of them that ain't playing no games. That has their best interest in mind. And if you don't know me, you'll hate me just by what you see, but you don't know me. That's like when I went to New York here and I performed the wedding. Man, there's a Seventh-day Adventist church up there that's done everything they could to try to sway the people's minds, change the people's minds, to the point that they even play bad, negative videos about me, bear false witness, because none of these pigs out there, these pig-eating people out there, none of them has ever met me and don't even know me, but they joined the slander band. I could care less. It's still that, hey, I walked in there with power and strength, delivered a good word, a good marriage, and had a good time because I wasn't about to let those sorry people spoil the wedding of my blessed brother and sister. Not in any way, not in any way, least, shape, fashion, or form. We even had a sister receive a baptism of the Holy Spirit on the dance floor. And you know what? The anointing that breaks every yoke, it was there. So then I get a message that the bride parents says, you know what? That Pastor Dow is an honorable man. That man honored us extremely in everything that he done. Somebody is lying. Somebody is lying about that man. And I don't think that it is Brother Steve and Sister Esther, the people that just got finished. I just got finished married. He said, you know what? I know who the liars are. Because what they say that this man is, I saw this man. I experienced this man. I seen this man. I watched this man in action. Somebody lied. And you know what? I want you to ask him if I can come to the Feast of Tabernacles. Tell him I want to book my ticket. And I want to come down there and I want to be a part of what y'all doing. You know why? Because whereas men speak of you evil, when you have good works and you have integrity and you are honorable as a man or a woman, even though I respect your enemies. Hopefully one day that the people got enough sense to be ashamed that spoke evil against you. Tell you what, we was able to change a lot of people's hearts and minds just by our living example. So leadership is the process of influencing men in such a manner to accomplish the mission. And when you get rebuked, reproved, and corrected, or instructed and led and guided in some way, don't take it personally. It's nothing personal. It's about your personal edification, exhortation, and comfort. But it's not an issue between you and I. And I get people looking at YouTube videos. And I mean, you'll see these foolish, ignorant, prating people making stupid, idiotic comments. You can tell that they have lived a wasted life, nothing but just oxygen takers. They've invested nothing in them whatsoever at all. You mean tell me you live 30, 40 years and the best thing you can do is come up, he ain't nothing but a cult leader. That is the sum of your definition. That is the sum of your vocabulary. That's your intelligence. Bitterness and envy is all you have eaten off the plate of all your life. Man, it'd been better for you not even be born. So if you're going to lead, you make sure first you be an example. You be such an example, you're going to have haters. You ain't going to get that. Because if you don't have haters, you need to be worried about what you're doing. You doing something. You ain't doing something right if people ain't hating you. And that's just the truth. So I hope I said something to stir up some type of thought in your mind. Think about what I said. Remember, it's never personal. It's never really personal. But when you are painfully cardinal and have a cardinal mind, which is enmity against y'all, and if you are very cardinal, when you get somebody like me that's hollering and screaming behind this camera correcting you, you're going to find out if you're natural or you're spiritual. You're going to find out real quick, fast, and hurry. I hope that some way, somehow, I answer that question. You just heard the truth. There's the truth straight way. Shalom, I'm gone. King coming.